These are the top 5 most difficult games I've platinumed. The 5th most difficult game has to be Enter the Gungeon. Dude, if you haven't played this game, play it please. This game is super fun and challenging and has so many different weapons to use and bosses to defeat. What has to be the hardest part about this game is the trophy Gungeon Master. You have to go to a secret 6th chamber called Bullet Hell. At the end, you have to fight the Lich, which is the hardest boss in the game. The next game is going to be Cuphead, and let me just say this right now, each game on this list is a must play, so do yourself a favor and just go play them. What makes this game so dang fun is all the different varieties of bosses. Each boss fight is unique and challenging. In order to beat the fight, you have to learn the boss's attacks and perfect the fight overall. The 3rd most difficult game that I've platinumed is going to be Demon's Souls. This game was originally made for the PS3, but it got a remake for the PS5 and the graphics look outstanding. Due to its hard difficulty and its amazing environments, it has risen to one of my favorite games of all time. More than one Souls game, who would have thought? Dark Souls Remastered was a brilliant masterpiece. So many boss fights, so many locations, so many weapons, it was absolutely amazing. In every type of Souls game, there is nothing better than defeating a boss. It's so rewarding and soul fulfilling that you finally defeated the thing that you spent countless of hours on. Dark Souls 1 gave me a lot of difficulties though. For example, the most stupid boss in the game, the Bell Gargoyles. I was literally going insane fighting these things for hours. But when I finally beat it, I was shaking and I was so excited to see what was after this stupid boss. The only annoying thing after that boss is Blighttown, but before Blighttown and after Blighttown, the game is really good, but it's also very challenging. Next up, number 5. The most difficult game that I have platinumed, and it also happens to be my favorite game of all time. That game is Hollow Knight. Dude, this game has such an amazing art style. The narrative is great, the abilities and charms are great. Everything about this game is just a masterpiece. That's it. Now we're on to what makes the game difficult. The bosses, obviously. Bosses like Nightmare King Grim, then the final 2 bosses of the Pantheon of Hallownest, Pure Vessel and Absolute Radiance, kicked my butt. For the Embrace the Void trophy, you have to complete the Pantheon of Hallownest, which is basically a boss rush mode that had over 42 bosses with those 2 secret bosses at the end. Each run took about 40 minutes, and the final boss, Absolute Radiance, that I mentioned earlier, was so difficult. And each time you got hit, you got 2 masks taken away, or hearts, instead of just 1. I remember my hands were shaking so much when I finally killed that dang moth and got the platinum trophy. And that's all for the video. Thanks for watching, guys.